Welcome to Central Georgia Focus. I'm your host, Fredrick Price. Georgia Family Connection is the only statewide network in the country dedicated to the health and well-being of families and communities. Today we learn about one of the state's partnerships, Peach County Family Connection. So our guests today are Ms. Sheila Rahim, Executive Director of Peach County Family Connection, and Martha Bright, the Early Literacy Coordinator with the organization. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
Before
for
we
having us, and welcome.
dive into everything, kind of tell us a little bit about your roles and I guess how you all became affiliated with the organization.
Okay, I am the Executive Director of Peach County Family Connections. I have been with the Georgia Family Connections for 23 years.
Wow.
Yes, I started out in another county and then I transferred to Peach County. And so how I got affiliated with the county is through one of my peers who was working in different counties. And so when I left that county, I was asked to come to Peach County. So that's how I got connected with Peach County Family Connections.
Okay.
And I have been on the board for about 20 years. I began as a family representative and then continued on. I am also treasurer of the board as well as the coordinator for family learning and literacy.
So you both wear a lot of hats, it sounds like.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So the Georgia Family Connection, obviously big here in the state of Georgia.
Right.
How long has it been in Georgia, and really, I guess, where did it start? Kind of give us some history on that, to your knowledge.
I think it started in the early 90s. I know that Peach County started in 1996. It's one of the only statewide network in the country that works on pulling partners together in different areas to make sure that decisions that are made, the solutions that are made for the county are local decisions.
Okay.
So we have one in every county, everyone in 159 counties, and we are located in Region 6, which has 11 counties.
Okay. And so let's expand on what it is that you all do for these respective communities that you serve.
Okay. In Peach County, what we do is we're working with violence prevention in high school and middle school age kids, and that is funded through a grant that we have with Fort Valley State University, Value Grant. And with that grant, we provide positive action classes for the youth there in Fort Valley to try to encourage them to make right decisions. And we also have a youth mental health first aid class that we teach to adults that work with middle and high school students. What we're talking about today is our early literacy program, and this was funded through Conference Sanford Bishop. And so we are working on early literacy opportunities in Peach County. That includes providing libraries in the home with kids through first books, doing partner engagement activities, and we also have installed many libraries throughout the community where parents and children can go and receive books to start teaching the parents to be the child's first teacher.
And so what does that look like when you're going to these houses and, handing the books to kids or wherever you may do this? How does that start? How can a parent, reach out to you and say, I would like to be a part of this? And then where do you go from there?
Okay. We don't actually go to the houses. The kids are enrolled in Head Start programs in Peach County. The Head Start programs are the one that we have on Spruce Street, which is Fort Valley Head Start, and it's sponsored through the Middle Georgia Community Action Agency. So we have First Start sends the books to the daycare, and the kids receive the books from the daycare to take home. We also have a partnership with Fort Valley Child Development Center, and we also provide books to their daycare, and the same as the kids get the books from the other daycare, their books come to the daycare from First Book. We order and pay for those books, and the child is allowed to take the book home to start building their libraries at home.
And so you're a part of this effort too, I imagine.
Oh, yes, absolutely. As the coordinator for family learning and literacy, as Sheila said, we installed 6 custom-made, hand-decorated mini free libraries in front of 6 early childhood learning centers in and around Fort Valley. And we dedicated those with the mayor and the city administration first day of Black History Month. So we are very, very proud of our offerings. And we will continually maintain, monitor, and stock those boxes so that they are high quality, first source, new learning materials for the families in the communities. And they're free. anyone can go there and receive those materials, as well as the hands-on learning, engagement, and family teaching and learning activities that we provide on an ongoing basis.
Now let's talk about the difference that this really is making in the Peach County community for the students that are, entering the early literacy stages of their life. I imagine it's going to make a huge difference years on down the line.
Exactly. One of the things we do at the family engagement is actually have opportunities for parents to learn different activities, different learning activities they can take home and do with their child. Also, it will help improve the third grade. They have anything we do is measured. So we measure kids' success from 0 to 8 years of age. And Martha that also works in the school itself doing I'll tell you about that, the Reunited program that we also do in Peach County School that helps the children with reading. And so Martha.
Yeah, I've been a tutor through the partnership between Read United, which is part of the United Way, and AARP. They have an experience corps. Many retired educators are trained and volunteer. This is my 3rd year at the exceptionally fine K Road Elementary School in Byron under the leadership of Dr. Hall. So that has been hands-on with the children. I have worked with 1st and 2nd graders for 3 years, and the children's reading habits and fluency is what we stress for our program. Their love of books, their love of learning, that has been emphasized for these last 3 years. And the children have done remarkably well. We have been engaged in many, many other hands-on activities with the children. We had Dr. Terrence Ferguson from Critter Fixers come. My 2 Fort Valley State social work interns joined us at the school library. Every child in our Read United program received an autograph-free book of the Critter Fixers with that program, and my interns did as well. They graduated from Fort Valley State in December, and I was blessed to be at their graduation. Yeah. But we do all kinds of hands-on family learning activities. For the Week of the Child, which is April, I was in the classroom at First Steps Learning, which also has one of our little libraries outside, and I read a very, very special book with the 1, 2, and 3 years old. It was engaging, it was hands-on, it was manipulative. We did colors, we did shapes. They were able to touch the book because this is a book that actually has movement.
Oh, I know
and
love that.
Even the 1-year-olds loved it and were fascinated by it. And we've always done family engagement programs during the month of April because April is Child Abuse Prevention and Education Month. So we have always done special programming, but this is the first of its kind with the family learning aspect in Fort Valley.
It seems like a lot of success.
We also took the kids to a field trip, the early learners to the field trip here in the Harriet Tubman Museum during February.
That's right.
It was a very educational experience. The kids got to play drums, they got to listen to storytellers. And what was amazing how many fathers turned out for this event. So, and that's also what we're doing. We try to include fathers into the educational learning atmosphere for the child. So that was real eye-opening and real inspiration to see those fathers there with those kids.
I bet it was. We're going to continue our conversation. We got to take a break. When we return, we will talk more about the services offered by the Peach County Family Connection and more about a unique learning fair. Stay with us. We're back in a moment. Welcome back. We are talking to the Peach County Family Connection, the unique services offered by Peach County, and how you can benefit from the services offered. And of course, our guest, Ms. Sheila Rahib, the Executive Director and Miss Martha Bright. I had to go look at your name. So let's continue our conversation about the early literacy program. You covered a lot of ground, but something that really stuck out to me was the tutoring. How do you all fit this in the schedule of the students that are involved in this?
Martha, the tutoring.
Okay, the tutoring is actually family engagement with the parents. We have provided hands-on, interactive, participatory learning experiences for the parents, and they will get a lot more of those hands-on, at-home, free and easy techniques when they come to the amazing Family Learning Fair. We will have all kinds of free resource materials for them, brand new books, activity guides, interactive workshops, hands-on learning, and we're emphasizing STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, but we expand that to STEAM, science, technology, art, and math. And then we expand it one more time to STREAM, science, technology, reading, or energy, art, and math. So they will have an opportunity to do all of those kinds of things and take brand new, high quality materials at home for them for family use.
Sounds like a lot of things going on with the Amazing Learning Fair. Where did the idea come about? Is this the first year that you all are doing this?
We usually have some type of community event every year. In the past, we was always working with child abuse and neglect, and we were also working with different resources. So we would have a resource fair every year where the people will network together and will come out and provide all the type of resources that's available to families in Peach County. So this year when we received the early literacy grant, we decided this would be a great opportunity to have a literacy fair instead of the resource fair. They can still receive resources, but they can have the opportunity to see what we're doing in Peach County in regard to literacy. And so Martha, being the early literacy coordinator, came up with this awesome idea of the Amazing Learning Fair. So that's how it came about. And I do also want to say that as Peach County Family Connection, we do not provide direct services. We just coordinate events, and we also help our partners manage and coordinate their events.
Okay, this event, obviously free.
Yes.
Where is it going to be taking place? What's the location and the time?
It's going to be in Fort Valley at the Fort Valley Youth Center for Excellence. They're our host site, and their director, Belinda, is a new member on the board. She is also a member of our community, and there's a little library in front of the center as well. But we're just so excited with all the generosity that has been afforded us. We are so excited to be here on this show, as well as to be partnering with the marvelous sportscaster Marvin James is coming, and also your new meteorologist, David Guerrero. And he is going to do a family-friendly, interactive, participatory weather, climate, earth science, because it is Earth Month, so that's we're having that learning in there too. There will be reading activities, there will be art activities along with that, and he is bringing the weather lab to our site, so we really look forward to that.
And the address is 500 Riley Avenue.
Okay.
It's the former Boys and Girls Club, and that's in Fort Valley, Georgia.
Okay, what day and time?
It's going to be Saturday the 27th from 10 to 3. This coming Saturday.
This coming
That's
Saturday.
April 27th.
What are you hoping that families, children, parental guardians, grandmothers, whomever attends this event, what do you want them to walk away with when they attend the Amazing Learning Fair?
First of all, we want them to be amazed. We are doing some first time ever activities. We partnered with the Peach County Libraries, and the director, Billy Tripp, and the staff helped us to secure these story stroll panels. We will actually have a whole book that will be set up outdoors on panels, and as the families walk, they will actually be able to read the story. Our Peach Pit equine horse therapy collaborative partner, Gwendolyn Coley McLeod, will be there with the ponies. We have a bilingual reverend who will sing songs of a participatory, fun, upbeat nature with the audience. We have a face painter and storyteller. Story time with Lurty. We have an African drummer, Mukita Lumumba, who is going to teach children the basic rhythms. We have a gorgeous outdoor play area. The Omega Sci-Fi fraternity will be there grilling and prepping food for us all morning. And all of those lunches, drinks, snacks, everything will be given away as part of our programming through the generosity of the funding through our state representative, Sanford Bishop. So we want people to come and be amazed. We're going to do puzzles, games, challenges. We have local authors who have given us tons of brand new books and things to give away. So it's just going to be an amazing and marvelous day, a gift to our community.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all come.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of
be
fun. I'm gonna have to come down. It sounds extravagant.
Right. But also be an opportunity for partners to network with each other.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
to
yeah.
find out the different resources in the community. And I hope that the parents there and the kids there will try to learn from each other, that the parents will use these opportunities to be the child's first teacher in the home,
Okay.
that they'll be able to connect with Head Start, find information out about Head Start, information about what's going on in the schools. Hopefully just be a great networking opportunity.
It sounds like it's going to be. We're going to continue our conversation after this. We're going to head to another break. We want to make sure you get involved in this Saturday's amazing learning fair. It's happening, as they alluded to, at the Fort Valley Youth Center of Excellence on 500 Riley Avenue from 11 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. If you want to volunteer, call Martha Bright. The number's on your screen, 478-336-6540. We're back after this. Welcome back. We're talking about the community work of Peach County Family Connection with Ms. Sheila Rahim, the Executive Director for Peach County Family Connection, and Ms. Martha Bright, the Early Literacy Coordinator. So we were talking about the amazing learning fair, and something that you talked on were volunteers. Really talk about the importance and how volunteers keep this going, because we even talked about this off camera. You said, come volunteer, come help out, you know?
Right. It's important that we do have volunteers. Peach County Family Connection is basically the funded by grants. And so we don't have the necessary manpower that we would need to do everything that we need to do. And it also gives Peach County community citizens the opportunity to network, you know, to feel like they're contributing to the community. And we're not asking for money, we're just asking for manpower. You know, we ask the people to come out and donate their time, donate their energy, not just to this opportunity, but any other opportunity that we have with Family Connection. We do ask for volunteers. And I must say, Peach County really turns out in volumes and numbers to volunteer. Really? You know, people are calling like, what can I do? You know, we send out an email saying that we want volunteers, and like within 30 minutes, especially the college students, they was, I can help, I want to help. So it is very a family oriented community, and so volunteering is very important. And I'll let Martha just, because she also is a volunteer.
Yeah, she mentioned that.
And our collaborative partners are our bedrock.
Right.
We certainly couldn't take on any of our big projects in the community without the collaborative partners. We host meetings and 30 different agencies may come. For the Amazing Learning Fair, one of the other free aspects of the event will be our wonderful partner, Sunmark Bank. Not only were they financial contributors and in-kind contributors, but they are sending their session presenters. So family will have an interactive, hands-on, kid-friendly, upbeat family financial planning and training workshop with lots of fun and giveaways also. So we do want to highlight that our collaborative partners will be there on site. Nothing will be sold. Everything, all of the giveaways, prizes, handouts, resources, everything will be amazing and free.
It sounds like it. Early literacy, clearly a need that is never going to go away in every community. Really talk about the need for the awareness of early literacy in Peach County specifically.
Okay, let me just again go back to our Read United program that I've been in for the last 3 years. The research shows that children need to be literacy, reading, early language proficient by 3rd grade. If they do not lock in and become habitual good readers and learners by the 3rd day, they will fall behind. And since education is cumulative, with each year that they do not master certain essential literacy and learning skills, they're just going to fall further and further behind. As a matter of fact, in the schools, this is the big testing week. So these high state-regulated tests are being given to the children. So we have done everything that we can to be hands-on coaches, personal interactive mentors and coaches for our young learners these past 3 years, specifically in Peach County.
We got a couple more minutes left in the program. Let's go ahead and recap the details of the Amazing Learning Fair again, and we have some video, or at least an image, that they're going to pop up soon. But just recap all of those details. There they are right there. It's a really nice flyer, too. Did you make that flyer?
One of our collaborative partners
I like
did
that.
That is Storytime by Lurty and the Face Painter.
Wow.
She composed that flyer for us.
That's so nice. So again, families that attend this, what can they expect when they come?
A free, fun-filled day of family learning and engagement, interactive, with free lunch as well.
The key word
But
there.
plenty of resources to take care, and as I mentioned, some first-time ever events in Fort Valley.
Okay, and how people can get in touch with you?
If they want further information, they may contact Sheila Rahim at srahimPCFC@gmail.com,
Okay.
or they may text me at 478-336-6540. Come, y'all, be amazed with us on Saturday, April 27th.
That information, of course, in the newsroom. We got about 15 seconds. We got a final
I just
thought.
want to say one thing. That any partners that is interested in being a part of our collaborative organization, we have collaborative meetings every other month, the second Tuesday of the month. Our next meeting is going to be May the 14th at 1 o'clock. It's going to be held in the Central Georgia, Peach County location, which is 425 James Clory Drive.
Sounds good. Mark your calendars. Thank you, ladies, so much for being here with us. It's going to be a fun event. You all have a great day. We'll see you next time for Central Georgia Focus.